advantage of Finex, which is our reporting software, is that it is automated. We have thousands of lines of VBA code built in, so you can have, the clients can have their fast reporting. The month-end process to add this to like a controller would only be an additional less than 10 minutes. So once we have the setup done, then on a monthly basis, it's very quick. We have made it into just 3 simple steps for the customer to download the data from their DMS system and save it into Finex, and then to run what we call Time Saver, which changes the month on a monthly basis, and then to send the emails. So we work with 21 brands, and we have about 7 main DMS systems that we work with as well. But we can make this work with any brand and any DMS system. So that's what makes us unique as well. We don't have those limitations. So I'm just going to go in and show you some of the reports. So because we're in Excel, this is the add-ins menu. And so we have our own separate Finex menu here. And this is where all the coding is built in behind the scenes. So the customer, every customer gets the same reporting package for every same brand. So some of the main reports I want to go in and show you. Again, these are all available to every client who gets it. So we have a summary report available where they can have their current data, their current month as compared to their forecast, which we'll get into that towards the end here, as compared to last year. So they like to see the comparatives and they have their variance. They also have current month data and year to date. So we take the information from the OEM factory statements and we make it more readable. The factory statements are very bland, they're black and white, they're hard to read, they're hard to extract the data from. So in Finex, we actually add the coloring. It sounds simple, but it makes a big difference for the customers who are receiving it. So we take all of the information from the financial statement. We also have the ability to bring information down from the DOC, the daily operating control, and also the balance. So some of our customers will be very interested in the trial balance data because they can extract more detailed information, because the financial statement is very, it's more geared towards the factory, right, rather than at the dealership level. So we take everything from the financial statement as a roadmap and we break it out. So every report of ours has the different departments at the bottom here. So we have a total summary or total dealership summary here where we break out the departmental sales and the growth and then the expenses for the whole dealership. And then we also break it out by department, because these reports, they can not only go as a dealership level, but we have the ability to break out what is important to each manager. So depending on how the dealership manages, they may have a variable operations manager that uses new and or manages the new and used vehicle departments. They may have a fixed operations manager, which looks after the parts, service, and body shop, or they may have a new used part, service, body shop. So again, here we've got the used department. So we break out the units, and then we have the sales and the growth. So again, we're extracting the data from the financial statement, so they would be able to get to it at any point, but we've made it very easy for them. Another one of our reports that managers will like, but then also controllers, is what we call a revolving 13-month expense report. So this just shows all their data at their fingertips for the last 13 months. So you've got your last 12 months calendar plus your 13th month, which would be this month over this time last year. So some controllers will use this as part of their month-end closing process before they finalize their data in order to catch any anomalies. Okay. So again, we break it out by department. You've got your total dealership, you have your new vehicles, your parts, your service. We do averages for the 12 months, and then we total those 12 months as well. Okay.
Great.
Another one of our great reports that have been proven to make an impact is your current month over your forecast and your previous year. So we saw it in the combined summary that I showed you just a minute ago, but we also break it out into expenses and sales. It's just a different layout. So if we look at our actual forecast previous for our sales, again, it's a different layout where we have both variances shown on the same report page here. You have your current month as compared to your forecast with the variance, and then your current month as compared to your this time last year with the variance as well. Again, current month data in the top portion and year-to-date data on the bottom. Okay, we break it out again by each different department. So the significance of having the different departments I mentioned is that the reports can go to the managers. So at the beginning when we install Finex, we supply proven email packages, which can be sent to any recipient. So we supply these with the customers at the very beginning just to get them up and running. We want them to have immediate results. We don't want them to have to pick and choose these reports. So we've actually done the work with them, and we've worked with our clients in order to determine what was important. So I've actually taken a portion of the Honda financial statement. So if we look at the main financial statement here, you can see we have all the different departments on the same page. Again, this is geared towards the factory, right? They want a nice clean picture of this. But for your service manager, he doesn't want to see what's not important to him, right? Or the dealership may not want him to see what's not important to him. So we have the ability to hide rows and columns. And when this email package gets sent to the end user, it's protected. They can't change the data. They can't unhide the rows and columns to try to see what the dealership net income is when that doesn't concern them. So we just show them what is relevant. And in these email packages, we have the most relevant reports at the beginning and then more reference towards the end. Because in Finex, we have numerous reports available, anywhere from 30 to 60 reports, depending on how developed that brand is in Finex. So we have the different pages that are important here. So we have our RO analysis for your sales department. So again, it's only data related to the the service department in this email book. So we have the number of ROs and the sales dollars and the dollars per RO pulled from the financial statement this month as compared to last year in the variance. Current month information against your year-to-date information. And then we have our sales for the year. So we have our sales dollars, our gross dollars, and our percent of sales. And then you have your sales forecast. So again, it's all a matter of how you want to view the data. But these reports are proven for the customers where it saves them time. This goes out within a matter of minutes of saving or finalizing the financial statement, and the managers can get these that day. And then we break it out by quarter. So we have a lot of reports that are available here that can go to any end user. So we can send reports to controllers, to your service manager, your variable operation manager. We can send data to auditors, to the bank, to the dealer principal or CFOs. We've got packages that can go to anybody because these reports, it saves time. That's the main benefit of Finex, is the fact that we have these reports available and that it's automated. It's very quick on a monthly basis. It doesn't require a lot of resources. It doesn't require a lot of time. Some of our clients have said what would take 2 people 2 days to gather this kind of data will take 1 person in 1 hour. So we're saving the customers money on the long run. Another main point of Finex is our customer support. So we are an inexpensive solution for the clients. They would pay, well, they do pay tens of thousands of dollars with their DMS system. And the DMS system, they have reporting tools, but they don't have reports. They require the clients to build their own reports. But the customers, they don't have time to do that, right? So we've taken that work out for them, but then we're also here to support the customers. We can build any custom report in Finex as long as it has data pulled from the financial statement, the trial balance, the DOC, and we can automate it for them. And we're here to help them every step of the way. So they know they can call us, they get a live person, they don't have to wait on hold for us. So we also provide training. So we can show the customer how to build their own custom reports, or we can actually build the custom reports for them, just depending on how they want to do it, how they want to spend their money, because we do charge, to build the custom reports. But even then, it's a nominal fee, just $100 an hour, okay? Some of the other reports I want to show you, so they have, you'll notice the trend is the industry is going towards dealer groups where they have multiple rooftops, not just a single store. So we have that analysis here where we can show side by side within the same brand. We can see here we've got multiple stores side by side, so they can see how their stores are comparing to each other. We've done this work for them. So we break it up by department because sometimes you may have a CFO or a VP who's looking after the variable operations for a group of rooftops. So we break that information out for them. We have the multiple store side-by-side comparatives for your expenses, and you can do a variance if you want to compare the two stores together. I guess my links are broken for here. But we can do the side-by-side comparatives with the variance so they can compare stores to each other as well. We have the option here to put in any combination of stores numbers. So if you want to say store 1 and store 3 comparatives, it won't do it because of the calendar year, the way the programming is done. We have to do the setup. I'm still in the calendar year of 2017, but you get the point. We can compare the stores to each other. Another key point, if the client has rooftops of multiple brands, we have the ability to build these custom reports that will show. So we have a base comparative that shows all these brands side by side. So all of these stores are different brands. We have a Toyota, we have a Honda, we have a Mazda, we have a Porsche, we have a BMW. All of these are side by side because we've taken hot sheet type reporting and put it in a base for the clients, and this is customized for every customer because every customer has a different combination of brands and store numbers. But we've done this analysis for them. So again, they have that comparative immediate results as soon as we install Finex on their computer. So we have our summary, which shows the dealership as a whole. Again, you see your new retail, your new fleet, the new F&I, and then the fixed operations of parts, service, and body shop. And then we can go down to our new vehicles. We have our new retail and fleet units because this is what's important to them. Their total sales dollars, their gross profit. We have their current month data, their forecast, previous year, your current month information, and your year-to-date information. We also have a F&I section here. The business office is a big portion of the dealership. So we want to highlight this. So again, the side-by-side comparative. So this can go to the head office for them to compare their stores, find any anomalies, find any exceptions. And that's one of the highlights that we have here with the expense analysis. You can see we have our advertising expense and direct expense. So we're not pulling every line from the statement, but just the hot sheet type reporting that the clients need. So we also have, I'll just show you a couple more reports and then we'll move on just because I don't want to take too much time. But we have graphs available here. So we have our new and used departments with the graphs. So we have noticed more clients are going more towards the graphing analysis for their weekly meetings or daily or monthly meetings. So we have these built in as well. Again, we've already done the work for them. They don't have to pick and choose what they need. If the customer has an exact expense that they want to have it graphed, we have a 4-year trend. So at a click of a button, the customer has 4 years worth of data available to them. And you can see Finex is working through the graphs now because it's recalculating everything that was saved previously. So we have 4 years worth of data available to the customer, and a lot of people will use this for reference. I had a customer last year who we actually built a custom report that showed like 15 years worth of data. We think he was doing a dealership analysis. I don't know if he was looking to sell the dealership. He's still a client of ours. He has not sold, but he wanted to see everything from day one, essentially, to now. And we were able to build that because we have these reports open in Finex. So we were just able to copy them from our previous year's production. So we can go to our graph here. You can pick and choose anything that you want. If you want to look at a certain expense line, your salary department managers, and we can choose if we want a bar graph or a line graph, and we can pick and choose the data that we want here. And this is available to the customer. They save this. It's saved on a monthly basis. They can send it out to their managers on a monthly basis or to themselves on a monthly basis. So again, we have these protected email packages. They go to the customer protect or the end user protected for data integrity, and these can be sent to any user. So we have thousands of lines of our VBA code in here. So I know it looks just like Excel, but it's more than just Excel. We do a lot more of the back-end macros on a monthly basis to change the month. So you can see here that we were looking at data for January. Well, we want to change the month. They don't want to see January every time. So we have the ability, as soon as they close their month, that we can pull that information, and at a click of a button, they can move from one month to the next.